Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Amanda Kelly, PhD level board certified behavior analyst, and I'd like to present for you today on behalf of the Hawaii Association for Behavior Analysis on autism insurance reform here in Hawaii in 2015. A little bit background about autism spectrum disorders. Autism spectrum disorders impact individuals' ability to communicate, may also display itself with rigid behavior, as well as social interactions and prosocial behaviors that are of concern. Some rigid stereotyped behavior could involve spitting, could involve walking around doorways, could involve pushing on your eyeballs, could involve just sort of perseverations and topics about trains. It presents itself and displays itself very differently across many different individuals. But what we do know right now is that 1 in 68 children have an autism spectrum disorder, and it is almost 5 times more common in boys than in girls. The causes for autism are unknown. We have been able, as researchers and scientists, to rule out several, but we have not been able to concisely rule in any one variable. The most recent research points to contributors from pollution, air pollution, and pesticides, particularly in a woman's third trimester of pregnancy. What we do know in Hawaii, based off 2014's testimony, is that $37 million were spent by the Department of Education in Hawaii on autism services alone. As presented by Dr. David Frey from the Developmental Disabilities Adult Services for Individuals with Autism in Hawaii, are up to $900,000 per person per year. What we do know is that applied behavior analysis is the gold standard. It's the treatment for individuals with autism. ABA is effective for all ages. There are misconceptions that it's effective only through early childhood. What we know is that early intensive behavioral interventions can lead to the likelihood that an individual may not require intensive training or may not require any additional support as they grow older. However, ABA and principles and treatments based on the principles of applied behavior analysis have been demonstrated to be effective very early in life all the way through the elderly. ABA is a hopeful science. It can help with functional communication, being able to talk, socialize, sign language. It can help with getting jobs, vocational skills, activities of daily living, brushing teeth, making a meal, going to work, driving a car, as well as much more complex skills individuals can perform once they have the social skills and abilities to interact with the individuals around them in their environments. There are 7 dimensions of applied behavior analysis. If you follow all 7, then you can say that you have an approach consistent with these principles. If you don't follow all 7, it's likely you're using an eclectic approach or something that's similar, close but no cigar. These 7 dimensions are: you want to have observable and measurable behaviors. You want to make sure that those behaviors are something that are clear, that others can see them. You want to make sure that these behaviors that you target for change are ones that you want to see generalized into other situations or environments. You want to make sure that what you're doing is evidence-based and governed by the research. You're looking for effective teaching procedures, which means you need to describe your teaching procedures very clearly so that another competently trained individual can implement. For more information on the 7 dimensions of applied behavior analysis, you can go to www.behaviorbabe.com and click on 7 dimensions. The BACB stands for Behavior Analyst Certification Board. The Behavior Analyst Certification Board offers 3 credential levels. At the top here, you will see the BCBA-D or BCBA stands for Board Certified Behavior Analyst or Board Certified Behavior Analyst at the doctoral level. Moving down, you'll see a BCABA, which stands for Board Certified Assistant Behavior Analyst. Individuals at this level have obtained a master's degree, some specific education in behavior analysis, a practicum, and an examination. At the bottom there, you'll see several of the RBT, Registered Behavioral Technicians. This is a new credential that was enrolled in 2014. This credential is intended for frontline staff. You can have a high school diploma, complete a competency test role play. You must be monitored by a BCBA directly. Same thing with a BCABA. Again, you're also going to be monitored by a BCBA directly. You'll see that I've placed children here. BCBAs, BCBADs, BCABAs, and RBTs could all be individuals who work directly with children, with keiki, with consumers. 38 states currently provide autism insurance coverage. You can see here the states listed in dark green, which ones those are. The cost, evidenced by the states who have enacted autism insurance reform, is 31 cents per member per month. 31 cents to provide effective, meaningful education and medical intervention. The cost savings, however, are much larger. We're going to be saving the state residential placements. We're going to be able to build in skills for individuals, not only so they're not costing the state money, but so also they are contributing and becoming tax-paying individuals through the jobs that they are able to obtain. The real cost, the real benefit, it's priceless. There are thousands of children right now and in the future who are waiting, who deserve access to effective, evidence-based, medically necessary treatments. Applied behavior analysis is known by the gold standard, is endorsed by the Center for Disease Control, the U.S. Surgeon General, and the American Academy of Pediatrics, as well as many, many others. Don't leave our keiki behind. Make Hawaii number 39. We can do this. It's good to be the 50th state in some ways and not last in others. This is where we don't want to be left behind. For more information, please go to Autism Speaks, as well as the Behavior Analyst Certification Board. That's where you can learn more about the BACB Credentials. And please check us out at the Hawaii Association for Behavior Analysis at www.hawaiiaba.org. We are going to be providing up-to-date information on our 2015 legislative session on our legislative webpage, as well as on Facebook at www.facebook.com/HawaiiABA. Thank you. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to email me directly at president@hawaiiaba.org, or you may email our legislative chairs at legislation@hawaiiaba.org. Mahalo.